I commend the Minister for supporting the bill, and as I said earlier, Senator Bacik for moving the bill in the first place.
Senator van Turnhout.
Thank you very much. Thank you, Minister, for your comprehensive presentation of the bill. And I'm delighted that we are discussing this as the first bill, and the first bill that I as the Senator, will be sharing my views. It is a very positive step, as previous speakers have said, and I hope that this bill will pass without delay into the Statute Book. So I trust that you take my comments here today are to improve the bill and to strengthen it, but I will be giving it my full support. I'd like to begin by thanking the Children's Rights Alliance, AkiDwA and Amnesty International Ireland for their briefings on this issue, as well as many other NGOs. I'd also like to take this opportunity to acknowledge the leading and supportive role played by Senator Bacik on this very important issue. We all recognise the horrors of FGM as a gross human rights violation and a critical children's rights and child protection issue. FGM has real implications for children living in Ireland today. Families in Ireland from FGM practising regions have reported serious pressures from overseas families to bring their daughters back to have the procedures carried out. This bill must make it abundantly clear that Ireland will not tolerate this practice. This bill must be passed in order to bring Ireland into line with the majority of European countries. But most importantly, I think this bill will help families and parents to counter pressure to submit their daughters to FGM. It should act as a deterrent to the continuation of the practice and deliver a clear preventative message. And I think as senators, and I'm going to use my time here today to focus on the bill, because as senators, it's our duty to make this bill as strong as possible. And there are three important areas that I would like should either be amended or clarified. The first is in relation to defences. I'm extremely concerned about Section 2 on defences, which seems to allow for a surgical operation, and I quote, necessary for the protection of her physical or mental health. This is not an acceptable defence and should be removed. We know that FGM has no health benefits and involves removing and/or damaging healthy and normal body tissue. I'm also concerned that mental health could be used as a defence by a parent or guardian to remove a child from Ireland to undergo FGM abroad. If such a defence is used, to me this is tantamount to saying that FGM must be performed to ensure that mental health and well-being of a girl. But I do not know how this would be in a country like Ireland, where FGM is deemed totally unacceptable. As such, the use of such a defence effectively links mental health to culture, yet the bill elsewhere rightly states that the defence of culture cannot be used. The second issue I'd like to mention, which several of my colleagues have mentioned, is the issue of extraterritoriality. I welcome the inclusion of the vital principle of extraterritoriality, making it an offence from an Irish citizen or a person, ordinary resident in Ireland, to commit or attempt to commit an act of FGM in another country. And I do note the comments that the Minister has made on this important issue. But I am still concerned. I think that currently the FGM Act must therefore be illegal in the jurisdiction where the act takes place for the offence. So I'm just worried about the issue of dual criminality, which you yourself, Minister, have raised. But I do think this is an issue for me that we need to send a very strong message, and we need to say, irregardless of the other country's legal stance, in Ireland it is illegal, and it must be illegal for you to take a child to any other country. And I do think this is, for me, something that has to be as important as terrorism, and I would like us to relook at that. The third issue is in relation to the definition. Many speakers have commented on the definition. I know it's very close to the World Health Organization definition, which you referenced yourself, Minister, and I suppose I just question, why don't we use the definition of the World Health Organization in order to ensure that it is absolutely abundantly clear? So that's what I would like to contribute at this stage. I do fully support the bill as is, but I think we could go further and make a very strong message. Thank you.
Senator Keane.